The city of East London and the country is still reeling in shock about the tragedy at the Enyobeni Tavern that claimed 21 lives this weekend. The families of the deceased, mainly teenagers, now have to come to grips with the young lives that have left this world. A prayer session is about to get underway. Let's cross now to my colleague Nkululeko Nyembezi, who's attending the service. Thanks very much for joining us, Nkululeko. Tell us what's happening where you are.
Thank you very much, Nompu. Of course, I'm coming live from Scenery Park in East London, just outside East London. You'll remember that a tragedy has just happened on Sunday where 21 young learners just were perished in a tavern. Today, they are reeling from shock. As you can see right on my background, where mourners are flocking in this church just to ask God to give mercy to those who have just lost their loved ones, young learners as young as 13 years old, who perished in that tavern at Enyobeni. But now I'm joined by one of the family members here who lost a 17-year-old daughter in that tragedy. Mama, can you just maybe tell us ukuthi mhlawumbe ngakube yonke lento ifike njani kulidlebeni zenu emveni kuba yenzekile isigaba esifana nesi?
Enkosi tata, mandithabathe lithuba nami ndibulele othethayo nguntombi zonke kaMgangala omele usapho olushiywe nguSinothando ababesimbiza uNopinki, chomi zakhe bezimbiza nguBlondi, naye ke okuye wangomnye kusisithwa kumbe osolekele right on the scene. Akhange ibe yi scene emnandi kakhulu. Kubhlungu silusapho simadolwanzima, asiyazi ungumntwana. She's 17 years old and silusapho besisajonge lukhulu kuye, ungumntana obezimisele ozithandayo nesikolo, kodwa xa kunamhlanje singabazali bakhe sekufanele besithi abazawungcwaba yena. Ayonto imnandi ke kakhulu, ngoba kaloku xa uzala umntwana umzala ngoba uncwasa into yokubani zibe nguye uyawuthi akuncwabe. Sibhlungu kakhulu tata silusapho. Mhlambe benisazi ngaphambi kokuba eze apho kuba umntana wenu uye kule tavern ngobusuku bangecawa? Tatam, kubhlungu ukhulisa abantwana. Ndizawuthetha inyaniso ke ndimsulwa ngalomntwana. Ungumntwana ongengumntana othanda ulonwabo kakhulu, ungumntana othanda uhlala kakhulu ekhayeni. Ngenjikalanga yangalemini kangoba ebedlala uBlack Toti as 17-year-old nabantwana abancinci kunaye, I think o 12-10. Ufika ke kumamakhe lo mntwana uziqokelelele imali, wasigcinisa ke le mali esithi usigcinisela into yokubana nge-25 uza kuyifuna. Ufika ke ngoku emveni kwedinaranga ngolusuku lwangomgqibelo ebiza le mali. Hey, uzayithini imali ngoku? Le mali ngoku yabendigcinisa bendithe ndizayifuna nge-25, i-25 ndiyayifuna le mali. Ufuna imali uzayenza ntoni? Hayi, siyahamba neetshomi zethu siyazikhupha. Hayi bo, kusebusuku Nopinki, nizawuhamba njani ebusuku? Hayi, andizokunika le mali. Wala umntana wenza isithukuthezi phezu kwentloko ebiza edimanda imali. Asikwazanga kungabiba singamnika umntwana, ngoba kaloku uyibiza ngegama yaye ibimali ebeziqokelela yena, ibiza savings zakhe. So asikhange simazi ke senjuba imi ngolo hlobo ixolweni bafo.
Yeah, as you can hear that Umama is saying that this was a 17-year-old daughter who was very brilliant, and then they were looking forward to have someone in the family who will be something in the country to make sure that the family has somebody who is at least educated. But this particular day, she was supposed to be at her home, but she demanded the money that she collected over the past 3 weeks because she budgeted for this occasion, and as a family they didn't know what is it actually the money was for, but on the Sunday she demanded the money and then she vanished. It was only Sunday where they hear that she has passed away. It's a very tragic situation, a very tragic account of what actually happened to this family. As if I can just maybe tell you that the police have just are busy doing investigation at Enyobeni Tavern, and we also understand that the tavern has been closed by Eastern Cape Liquor Board because they believe that there are crimes that need to be put on those families that have been, in fact, on the owners of the tavern. And I also understand that 15 bodies have been already identified by the families. As you can see just behind me, 15 families from different homes. They are gathered here to make sure that at least they ask God to give mercy to those families that have lost their loved ones. Back to studio.
What do we know about the unaccounted bodies? What's happening with those, and what's the message coming from authorities about parents who need to look for their children?
Well, we just spoken to the police spokesperson in the province, Utata Brigadier Kinana, who had just informed us that at least 6 bodies have not been claimed, and they are calling all those families that have lost their loved ones to come forward to contact the police in the Eastern Cape so that they can come and identify the bodies that are really still lying at the mortuary unaccounted for.
And just lastly, Nkululeko, in terms of what actually happened, I know at this stage you say police are investigating, but what's the word on the street about what could have happened, to have such a terrible result?
Different stories. If you ask maybe people on the street, they're saying no, especially those who were part and parcel of that occasion. They are saying that there was a stampede, and some of them they're saying no, it was a tear gas and all this stuff. So it's different stories, but we'll wait from the police so that they can tell us after the investigation has been concluded to tell us actually what actually happened in this incident. But for now, different stories are coming up.
Rightly so. Thank you very much, Nkululeko, for that report. Nkululeko Nyembezi reporting for us there in East London.